What did you learn about the country, the people, and the culture?
A few things that I learned about the people of Vietnam is that they're very welcoming people, like people that they love to engage with you in conversation. When I share with them about America and how I live in New York City, like people are very excited to hear about what life is like in the US. Vietnamese culture is very relationship based. It's never about the individual, it's about the family, it's about the community. Even in New Zealand church, I would see people 3, 4, 5 times a week. Where back in the US, if I see somebody once a week, that's like a lot. Like it seems like, wow, I'm seeing this person very frequently. But now that I'm in Vietnam, if I see somebody once a week, it would feel like I haven't seen this person enough. Also, like I would say, like maybe one of the things that I also learned, especially in New Zealand church, is how people are very giving. Push me more in that direction of giving. Make me see like some areas where I felt maybe I was holding back a little bit more, and not fully surrendering and saying like, Lord, I know that this is a gift from you, but I also know that that if I need to let it go, that it's okay. For the year that I've been here in Vietnam, I think that's something that God has been working in my heart more, is how can I give myself more to people in with the resources that I have. How can I bless other people? So it made me more conscious, it made me more aware of how, because God has given me so much in my life, that I should do the same for others.
Tell me about one thing for which you were most thankful to God.
Even though I do like miss my parents and I love my parents, somehow God provided a family for me, not only through Pastor Fee and like his family, but also like New Zealand Church family. I feel like very grateful that God has sort of blessed me with a community that I am a part of. I feel like very welcome here. Thankful that he brought me here to Vietnam, where at the beginning I didn't know what to expect. Being thankful that God has answered that prayer of direction. Just seeing, again, my heart getting bigger and bigger for the Vietnamese people, for the church, for New Zealand Church, for people that are not part of the church, for the students.
Can you share a story?
So, the first time I came to Vietnam, they told me to try this fruit called durian. And I heard about it back in the US, but never had it before. It was one day I was sitting, was sitting with a mission team, and we were at a coffee shop called Body House, and I remember like all of a sudden this is very strong smell from across the room, and I asked somebody, "Oh, what is this smell?" And they said, "Oh, that's durian." And I said, like, "Really? Is that how it smells?" And they said, like, "Yeah." And they said, like, "Oh, but it's really good." And because I wanted to try anything that they would give me, like if they say like, "You should try this," I want to try it. I said like, "Okay, I'm gonna try it and see how it tastes." The first time I had it, I didn't like it. I said, "Okay, this is very, very strange, and it's very mushy, and it's very smelly, and it's very warm and mushy." And I said, "Okay, first time, great. I'm trying it because I'm experimenting, but I don't think I want to eat this again." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to push myself to eat durian." My love for durian, like at the beginning when I came to Vietnam, it was like 0 or like -20. And then a few weeks ago, I said like, "Wow, durian is very good. And they say like, yeah, it's very good. And then suddenly I just begin to have this appreciation and love for durian.
Tell me what you have learned about the missionary life.
You have to be very flexible. Like you have to be willing to adapt without compromise. Coming to Vietnam, I think it's very easy to see these are the things that really work in New York City. But if you apply that in New Zealand Church, that may not work. That's one of the things that I needed to learn is how I needed to be flexible. New Zealand Church, obviously, there's a lot of need. One of the things that we're doing right is that we are giving ourselves in prayer. And we are meeting every Saturday for a prayer meeting and really seeking after God and really seeking God to come and bless the church and bless the people. You don't want to build God's house, but you forget who are you building it for, and so you start focusing on building this church and forgetting God in the process. So making sure that at the end of the day you are trusting in God and saying like, Lord, even if we don't have the best programs, etc., like I still want to be able to, I still choose to depend on you and trust you.
Sáng soi Chúa ơi, Ngài thật đúng như vậy. Chính Chúa đấng mơ được, đấng ban cho phép lạ, đấng luôn giữ lời. Ngài là ánh sáng soi. Chúa ơi, Ngài là đấng